Whew. All right, we have an unboxing. Well, hello. I've got some explaining to do. But first, hi, I'm Leslye with What Leslye Loves, and in today's video, we are doing an unboxing, a very excited one. It does look like I've simply cut this box open. I have not peeked. I don't tend to do unboxings because I am all too real with my reactions and I'm usually disappointed. I hate to show that right off the bat, but I'm gonna do one. So, I don't think it's a mystery to some of you if you're coming from Instagram, which by the way, you get a little bit more of a day-to-day peek into my life on Instagram, so follow me on What Leslye Loves. I've got to give credit where credit is due. I didn't discover this one on my own. One of my friends on Instagram sent me this bag and she was like, "This is your bag." And I fought it. I was fighting it so hard, probably for a couple weeks because it was released on the Dillard's website first. But I fought the urge because your girl was already bad. Like I had already gotten that. I already had a lot of things coming in and I'm like, girl, you need to slow down. And even the day before I bought this bag, I was on Instagram because I'm kind of sharing on my day-to-day, like I'm starting to work out and I'm wanting to be a little bit healthier in this latter part of the new year. I was just saying how I'm gonna be happy with what I have and anyhow, and then this bag fully released and all the Instagram photos and reels started coming out and I was like, oh. So naturally, as I'm sitting on my bed scrolling through, my husband was like, "You've been eyeing that bag for a little bit. Why don't you just get it?" He knows I've kind of parted ways with several things and I've been really working on simplifying things here in the house. And so he's like, you should get it. Like you have a YouTube channel also. So I think your friends on YouTube would really like to see this bag too. So I blame him. But first, if you're not subscribed and you like my madness, please do subscribe below. It helps my channel, it helps me to continue to grow, and obviously I'm doing this for fun, but I also like having the subscribers too. Put in the comments below what bag you totally just were like you came undone for and you had to get it. I thought it was the Empire, but I think this was probably the one that I have felt this way since the Empire, so.
Let me shut up, let me get started. I already cut this open. I think this is the first time I have waited this long to unbox something. I usually unbox things right away, but...
And by the way, if you're watching this, Lolly, I hope I'm saying your name right because my name gets messed up all the time, but Lolly, thank you so much for taking such good care of me. Okay, so I got some other goodies, but I don't want to spoil this for anyone else, so you'll understand what I mean, but I'll show you mine because I can kind of see through. But I got some extra hang tags. I didn't know, but when you're in the boutique, you should take advantage. You do, and you can now purchase separate Coach tags. And so we have that, and I happen to get there you go, What Leslye Loves. I had to do it. I was like, how do I not have one of these after all this time?
All right, moment of truth. I'm so nervous, you guys. It's just a bag, but I can feel it already.
Okay, so for reference, I used to have the swing zip. It was too small for me, and I'm taking a lot of chances on this, but this bag up here has surprised me and breaks a lot of the rules, like where the D-rings are and size. So the Longchamp broke the mold, the Empire 28 broke the mold, and I have been drooling over the Bottega Veneta Getaway Small. I think it's a small size bag. Let me just show it to you. The instant I saw that bag, I was like, oh my gosh. So that's how this came to pass. She's beautiful. I'm sorry. I hate when people do this to me, and here I am doing this to you.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, the smell coming out of this bag.
You guys, I can't do it. I kind of unwrapped it and then I have to like wrap it back up. I'm so surprised by how beautiful this is. I think I'm just intoxicated with the smell of leather.
Let me just get on with the program. I reveal to you
You guys, I'm usually like, I think it was my Polen numero 10 that I was a little, and I dropped that bag too, that I was like not as excited. I'm like, my hands are shaking. I think that's more so because I drank 2 coffees today, but look at the details. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh my gosh. Okay, but more than, you can't just be pretty, or you can. Oh, this is gorgeous, you guys. Let me move all this stuff off because I need to take this all in. Hold on. Okay, so if you've been living under a rock, which I oftentimes am myself, this is the Woven Leather Swing Tote. And it retails for $4.95. And it comes with obviously the bag itself and this little, your Coach hang tag, and then this little kind of sea charm here, it's just gorgeous. And yes, I ended up getting this in the maple color. I really actually loved the black, but everybody kind of made their own various points on why I should get this color. And every time somebody made a comment, I was like, gosh, you're so right. Part of me wanted to, obviously I have a lot of black and I have a few other bags in this maple shade, but it looks so different in this color. And I'll bring out my other bags in this shade because I have another maple bag. But I live in South Carolina. I can get a lot of wear out of this bag. And obviously, like Bottega Veneta bags, those are year-round bags. I just feel like, despite the fact that I'm taking a chance on a shoulder bag, I'm hoping this will work. So let me fully unpackage it. We have probably the little care card here. It says this bag has some pretty cool touches, like leather pieces woven by hand, crafted to last. It celebrates our love for the charm of handmade things. I love it, in different languages. And God, so this is handmade, and I think what she was sharing with me is that this bag takes, it was something 40-something hours to make and weave by hand. And this is exactly what I shared with another friend. This is the kind of quality we want to see from companies. Like, if prices are going to start increasing the way they are, I want to see this. And I love this. I super love, part of the reason why I love and enjoy purchasing more indie brand items is because I want to support that craftsmanship that goes into these things. And so thank you, Coach. You have done it again. They need to stop it. They need to stop it. But I wanted to support this because those are the kind of details that matter to the consumer at the end of the day. And I wanted to, that's what I wanted to put my money towards. So those are my excuses for getting it. But oh my goodness, it's beautiful. Let me take the other packaging out.
So this is a fully leather bag. It is not lined. I can see that from here already.
So it is not lined, as you can see. Oh my gosh. Which, part of me is a little worried because I had the Clairvay Grand Fanny Pack. That was in a rattan style weaving, and that totally messed up my SLGs. So I think, having learned my lesson, I'm probably going to lean into the pouch usage in this bag. And what some people do with their basket bags, like a Loewe basket bag, is they oftentimes use the bag insert. This is a much larger bag insert, so I'd probably find something else that fits this a little better. But I'm thinking I might go that route because the only closure in this bag, it's pretty open, is that magnetic closure right there. Do you see that? That's it. That's the only closure in this bag. So I'm thinking I'm gonna lean in on the pouch usage. I'm gonna play around with this, and I'll definitely, I'm talking like I'm already keeping it, but I am. I'll probably have to do a follow-up video on this for sure once I've used it a little bit. Let me go ahead and try this on. Okay, so here it is. Oh my gosh, I'll put the dimensions right here. This is the perfect size. The swing zip, I remember, was just a little too small for me. I'm already fussing with the handles, but it's empty, so I know better now to reserve my judgment until I have it fully packed in. I think the handles are gonna get on my nerves, but it's really cute. And I love, for being a full leather bag, I love how lightweight it feels. Oh my gosh, you guys, it smells so good. I'm gonna be that weird person smelling my bags and just, oh my goodness, it's so pretty. It's beautiful. While it's empty, I am noticing that it kind of wants to cave in on itself. But let me get this packed in because I feel like that'll be a little bit better for a first impressions video to see what fits inside and really see it in action. So I have my Empire 28 here, and you guys already know this is a favorite, but let me show you what fits. I suspect that these have a very similar capacity. As you can see, just on width, they're pretty similar. Even length, whichever you want to call the width and the length, they're very similar. Let's pack her in. So I have my cell phone there, but let me start with some of my other things. So I want to be able to carry all of those essentials, and I'm gonna put my phone in. So that was everything that was inside here. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so, I'm really surprised by it, because in my mind I was like, if you don't love it, it's going right back, okay? Because you've already been a bad girl, but I'm a bad girl. Oh my gosh. So I do notice it's sagging on the bottom. There are base shapers, and a lot of, like, one of my favorite companies to get bag organizers from is Zumoni, and they are starting to release some Coach pieces, and so I might reach out to them and see if they'd consider making one for this. But my discount link is below here, and I always have a link below, but that is my go-to brand for organizers, and it'd be kind of nice to have an organizer in this bag. I definitely feel like that I'm satiated and don't feel like I need to spend $4,000 on a Bottega Veneta, which I wasn't going to do anyway, but oh my goodness, it feels so great. Let me try a couple other things so you can kind of get an idea, because I really feel like this is the perfect little, like, market tote summer bag. So I have this little Coach case, and I kind of wanted to see, it sticks up and it wouldn't really allow the bag to close, but that's a pretty large pouch. So if I wanted to put that in there, that fits, but I probably wouldn't. Let me try a couple other things. I'm gonna just throw a pen in there. I have a Coach notebook, and again, height-wise it works, like it's not sticking out. So it's a lot taller in my mind than I thought it was. So it fits everything that would fit in my Empire 28. I'm pointing over there because it's right there. But obviously it's more open, and that, I think that works to its favor, because, like, if you needed to throw an umbrella or some extra, like, reusable bags because you're going to a farmer's market or the zoo, my point is this really benefits that bag, and I think it lends itself really well with the style of it. Let me move this notebook out. Let's say you need all your toiletries. It's not gonna close, like, I'm not gonna be able to take advantage of the magnetic closure, but I do know that over time, this woven detail, and this happens with basket bags in general, it'll probably sag over time, so I might find like a base shaper at least for this bag to prevent that from happening. And then, of course, a book. This is a pretty thick book. It's one I'm going to try to read next. And again, I can't really utilize a magnetic closure, or can I? No, it's not going to really close, but let's say you're going to the park, you're going on a girls' day out, or you're going out with your kiddos and you can just sit down and read a book. Your book more than fits. Do you see? All my goodies are in here. I have room for a couple more things depending on what you carry, but these are my staples and they all more than fit. I guess while I kind of share my first impressions, I'll kind of show you the little details of this bag, but I love all the stitching. First impressions, gosh, this bag is absolutely stunning. It's beautifully handcrafted, obviously. and it's just, I'm very picky, and usually my eyes are drawn to like defects or blemishes, and I really don't see that with this bag. And obviously with a basket weave, you're going to have, some variations here and there, but this bag is just, it's beautifully, beautifully done. Oh, and the leather. I'm not sure what kind of leather specifically they use, but this feels very luxurious. I think of my Coach bags, this bag feels the most luxurious. The smell, just immediately as I opened up that box, the smell of leather was just instantly coming out, and I love that. That's personally something that I enjoy. Maybe some of you don't, but if you're buying a leather bag, it kind of should smell like leather. That's just me. But I think that for the price, this is such a steal. This is totally a game changer for me. I am so happy that against my own judgment, I went ahead and just jumped in and bought this bag. Now that it's fully packed in, let me kind of show you how it fits for real, for real. Okay, so here it is, fully packed, and I'm gonna go ahead and put it on my shoulder. Much better now. Now that it's fully packed, it's not moving off my shoulder. It's kind of staying in that spot. I am noticing that I like a much thinner profile on my bag, so this is, oh my gosh, this is fantastic. I'm so sorry if I'm enabling you now to make a purchase that you weren't super intending on. I'm sorry, I don't want to be that person ever, because you guys know I'm trying, it may not look like it, but I'm trying to be very intentional too. But this is, oh my gosh. It's beautiful. It is just such a stunning bag. Coach, you have done it again. This bag is absolutely beautiful. I do think it's going to give a couple of my other summer bags a run for its money. One last thing I wanted to show you is how it compares in color to my other maple colored bags. While some of you think I'm a black handbag lover first, that is not true. I'm here to break the misconception. I actually really love dark chocolatey brown handbags. My one and go-to handbag for over 10 years was the Coach Legacy. I have her right here. And this is a version that I tracked down that does not have the tea roses. My daughter has that bag. And so I have this one, and this was my go-to bag for over 10 years. I love this bag. It was my ride or die. It went everywhere with me. I traveled with it. It was my mom bag. So do we see a theme? This is my favorite handbag color by far. These three other ones that are clearly in this color family feel very fall winter to me. So I love that I have the opportunity now to really reach into this bag for summer because of the woven detail, but I still feel like, particularly where I live, this will be an all year long classic bag that I can reach for, especially because it's a very different style from the four others. So this is the Polen Moki in ebony. This bag is just absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. And then this is the Polen Numero 10 in, that one is the pebbled leather. This is in their smooth leather. And so this has a zip top closure, so very different, flap style, zip top. And we go back to a flap style. I love flap styles with back pockets. As you can see, this is the Western Tabby in maple, and you can see, and I was hoping for this. It kind of, from the photos and from the photos that my essay sent to me, which I'll kind of put in here, it looked like it was leaning a little bit more reddish. And I love a burgundy bag, but I never wear it other than my Longchamp Le Pliage. But for me, I generally love my handbags to be neutral. I've learned that. I've tried venturing out with color. Yes, I have the Empire 26 in Sage. That is the exception to the rule. Otherwise, it's black, tan, cognac, white, or brown, and that is it. And so I love this bag, and I love the full grain leather, but it is a very distinctive style and very casual and very heavy in look. And I do love how cute an outfit can kind of pull together with a dress, but that's not my vibe. So I'm so glad that I took the plunge, because this really I feel like it's not as cool tone as some of these others. I feel like this maple shade leans a lot warmer. And leather types can cause a variation in color, as you can see here. I mean, these are both in the ebony color, these are both in the maple color, and they lean a little bit different based on the leather type. So I kind of love that I have my favorite color bag in 4 distinct styles and in 4 different leather types. I have a pebbled, I have a smooth, I have a full grain, and I have a woven detail. So the collection is complete. I do not need any more ebony maple color bags. So for my final thoughts here, I hate that I have to love another bag, but I do. Welcome to the family, officially, my woven leather swing tote. I love you. You are going to stay in the family. Sorry, ladies, you're gonna be a little bit jealous. Yes, I'm talking to my bags. It's such a gorgeous bag. I'm immensely impressed by the quality. I wanted to reserve my judgment until I saw it in person, and I knew I just wasn't gonna be able to go to the boutique anytime soon. But can you see this detailing? I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I'm so happy I took the chance. Oh, even the sounds it makes, aside from the smells, look at this. Some ASMR. Do you hear that? I love it. Anyhow, I'm gonna stop talking. I think I've said enough. I will follow this up with a full review and hopefully be able to share some wear and tear or what's going on with this bag, but I really love this. Oh, one last thing. You do have 3 adjustments on here, and I'm gonna keep it right where it's at. I just visually, I like it there, and it's actually very comfortable here on my shoulder. I am 5'3" for reference. I just feel like it hits me at the right spot. Let me pretend I'm at the checkout line.
Yep. Oh, hold on, I need to get this calm. Oh, hold on, let me get my wallet out. Oh, hold on, kids, you need some hand sanitizer?
See, I've already started practically using this and I freaking love it. So that's a little bit of a role play for you too. I got you, I got you. Anyhow, I hope this was helpful for you. If you're on the ledge thinking you should get it, I'm gonna just nudge you right off. You need to pick this beauty up. I love it. I am gonna have to play around with it and see what gets on my nerves, because I already know that the handles, the straps are probably gonna be what annoy me. But you know, sometimes you need to make sacrifices for the beautiful things. And because this bag is just absolutely stunning, I'm so thrilled with it. We shall see what the final verdict is. I'll probably come back on in another month or 2 or towards the end of summer and share with you how much I've enjoyed this or not. So that is yet to be determined, but overall, this beauty is just, If you have any questions about this, please leave it in the comments below. I hope you liked this video. If you did, go ahead and do so. And please subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.